Making sure the car's still there. I don't see it.
You can't tell.
That's not good. I think they're both females. Because you know the expression hung like a horse? Now they're one of them now.
So what are they stumping? Isn't it?
I'm assuming just to get the flies off of them.
Oh, it's not like, hey, y'all.
I'm mad at that hair is.
Damn, they're huge.
Don't get behind it, though.
They're huge. They're like, okay, let me go.
Bye-bye now. Okay, we're done. You got to pet a horse.
2 horses.
Did you pet the other one?
Uh-huh.
You got to pet the horse. I remember we had a big truck, like probably a 1950s. I guess it was 1950s. Like a dump truck. We had it out here. We cut down a tree, one of those, and we were carrying all the wood back up to the house. So I was throwing it. I think it was after a storm, actually. We were like throwing it into the bed of the truck to carry it up the hill. I missed the bed of the truck, and I hit the rear view mirror, and I busted the rear view mirror out.
Did the owner find out?
Don was pissed. He was so pissed. And, okay, so over here, that cow that had one eye, we had to try to, like, get it to where it would, we had to lasso it and pull it over to the barn. And it got my arm in between the tree and the rope and was, like, kept pulling. So they had to, like, beat the thing off to get it to move back, so I kept my arm back. I was going to have my arm broken. Let's see where we used to... Oh, that's where I taught cows how to dance, in that barn.
How'd you teach them?
Well, it was actually, I think, 3 bulls that we were selling. And we had to feed them, like, every day. To, you know, feed them grain and whatnot. So we did that, but whenever I would come down here, I always, you know, I was just sitting there and I like looking at them, and I was like standing on the board one time, like tap my right foot like that, and one of the bulls like tapped his right foot.
Yeah.
Swear, twice. Tapped my left foot like 3 times, and he did the same exact thing. I was like, oh my God, he's teaching me, or I'm teaching it how to dance. And then Miss Lori, Don's wife, that was like her favorite bull. She was like, I love that bull. I don't want to eat that bull. If you have to give it or kill it, I don't want the meat from that.
Yeah.
Well, he killed it, or he had it slaughtered, and that's the one that we ate.
Was it good?
It was like the thickest freaking steak of my entire life. It was so good. I was like, I'm eating the thing that I trained so well.
Like, dance now, bitch.
Dance in my tummy. We had the gate to where we would let them out the backside and bring them up here. It was like a head gate. And whenever they were coming through here, but it's not here anymore, but we had to like shut the head gate so we would have their heads and we would be able to, like, you know, if we had to do something with their udders or their tail or something with the vet. But I had the vet told me how to hold the cow's head back so they could dig the maggots out of the eye, because what happened was it was in transport and it gouged its eye out with like a piece of metal, and it got infected, and maggots and flies and stuff. I mean, like, you could look at it eyeball and like maggots were just, it was disgusting. So I told Don, I'm not going to do that. There's no way I'm going to like stick my finger, even with a glove, in a cow's eye and dig anything out.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, okay, well, you have to hold the head, because you can't just, you know, dig something out of a cow's eye and have its head loose. So you had to back up to the cow and have its head right there, and then grab its nose, like 2 fingers, these 2 fingers, and its right nostril, the thumb and its left one, squeeze it and pull. And then that way you would hold the head safe. I mean, obviously it would jerk, but it wouldn't come out of your hands. And then Don would reach in there and he'd like dig the maggots out and he'd spray it with like maggot killer or something.
Wow.
And there was one that had udders like the size of cans, and we had to like stick toothpicks up her udders so she could nurse, or so her baby could nurse. And it was just really disgusting. And I had to hold the tail of that one. And I was holding it and decided to take a crap. So my hands were right next to its butt, and all of a sudden, like, crap, she was starting to crap, and I got crap all over
You got crabs?
all over my hands.
Oh, crab. Crab.
That was only one of the times I was pooped on. The other time was by a bull over there. And the other
So peaceful out here.
I love it. I love it out here.
I wish it wasn't this humid, but it still feels good though.
Mm-hmm. Up there you've got the things that I built were the cabana, which is like a freestanding. It's not cypress. It has like cedar beams that were trunk and cedar framing and stuff. I mean, it's open, but you go in there to cook out or whatever. And then I built the or helped build the, what you call it?
Red ant. See it?
No. I helped build the cabana, and then I helped build the pool house up there. And then my brother built that with a couple of people. And then I built that. The cabin.
The cabin.
When I say I, obviously I mean me and Don. Me and Don put probably
with your own bare hands.
No, I mean like Don and myself did 95% of the work. We had help from a guy named Adam. We had help from a guy named Brett. I think David came down one day. Horses are running. And but we did it primarily. So Don and myself.
Did he pay you?
Well, yeah, I was paid like hourly.
How much did he pay you an hour?
I don't remember. I mean, it was.
It was good money for that time.
I was like 13 years old, making $500 a week.
Shoot.
I blew it all.
I'm like, what did you spend it on?
I ate it.
You're like, I'm gonna eat at fancy restaurants.
No, I mean, I did it. Food has always been my fault.
Cause it's so good. Steak, I bet.
Oh, and steak and I mean,
they're so beautiful. Look at them. So graceful. What? What'd you say?
Said I'll be the same, Tom.
Alrighty.